I was like, there was no room to the point where you couldn't walk. Like, you couldn't just walk freely. Like, everybody would just cramp together. And so, like, I'm like, dude, like, this is getting bad, right? And then out of nowhere, boom, Ivan comes up to me. Bro, like, he grabs my shoulder. He's like, bro, there's 2 people with guns in the house. Bro, when he told me that, I freaked out as well because I was like, no way. I was like, yo, I told him right away, show me where they're at.
Oh, we are? Welcome back to another episode of the Modern Experience podcast. Episode 17 of TME, bro. Can you believe that? We're almost to 20 episodes.
Wait, like, in general? Like,
in general.
Like, no seasons? Like, season 1,
This is season 1, episode 17.
Oh, dang, this season's been going on for too long.
Not really. Usually podcast seasons end up going for like 50 episodes to 100 episodes.
Oh, okay. Well, season 1's a wrap after this.
Well, I mean, season 2 is about to start in the
wrap.
future. You already know what's about to happen. But welcome back to the Modern Experience podcast. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share the episode with your friends. If you're someone who likes to listen to podcasts, make sure that you guys go and listen to our audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, literally wherever you can listen to podcasts, go for it. If you guys want to keep up with updates and like clips and like so many other stuff that happens in the podcast, make sure you guys go follow to our Instagram page, our Facebook page, and our Twitter page for updates and many more. Yeah. Guys, today, as you guys know, Isaiah isn't here, and that is because right now he is in hibernation. He's hibernating right now. He literally is in hibernation mode. So we're gonna bring on a guest today, and I can't believe it's taken this long to bring this guest. You know, he should have been on honestly, he should have been on the podcast way before. But the fact that we're bringing him now, it's like
you shy sly dog. You.
Yes, sir.
Are we give him a formal introduction or like?
Do you want to give him the formal introduction? You want to have the honor? All right, guys, we're gonna bring in a guest today. Things are gonna get deep. Things are gonna get pretty tense up right now. So before we get the episode started, make sure that you guys like and subscribe. And Jesse, take the floor.
All right. Coming in, weighing at
what the heck? This ain't no WWE.
95 pounds. On the left, right corner of the desk, give it up for Brian Hernandez.
Make sure he just RKOs me on the spot.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Modern Experience, bro. This is Brian, guys. For you guys who don't know who Brian is, he is our roommate who lives with us, and he's also the guy that operates the camera when, you know, on our regular filming dates. Right now, Saul is actually taking care of the camera. Yes, but
Saul, my dude.
But now Brian is in front of the camera, bro. How do you feel to be in front of the camera?
Dude, like, honestly, like...
You didn't want to, huh? You're like, nah.
Like, I've never been on a podcast, like my first experience, so, like, I'm pretty, like, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. What to expect.
I mean, you've been behind the camera, bro, so it's like, you see what we do, so you know how dumb we get. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's technically just, and like, it's technically just us having a conversation,
swear like you don't get sus behind the camera,
guys.
No, I know I do, but... Being sus in front of the camera and people see me be sus. Hey,
it's a whole different.
Hey, tell Ivan about the story because you know how you went to you went to was it Big Bear?
Yeah,
it's a Big Bear.
Oh yeah.
Or where did you go though? That you said that your cousins, like since you went to go hang out with your cousins. Tell Ivan about the story, bro. Tell Ivan.
What happened? So like you know how I sent you guys Snapchat about like me going to Big Bear and like you guys saw how thick the snow was. So I was like with all my uncles and cousins and shit. And so you know how before I moved in with you guys, like I met Ivan. Ivan like started the whole Moni. Yeah. He was like, oh yeah, Nanny and all that stuff and shit. And so when I moved in, it's like you start getting like a habit of it, of doing it too.
You
like,
pick up our habits.
It triggers one person, it triggers the other, and sooner or later it got to me. I would look like some of my tios and then be like, hey, you want to drink? I'm like, oh yeah, Nanny. But I would say it on the low, and my uncles would be like, what the fuck? Like, they look at him like, they look at me like weird and shit. I'll be like, hey, my bad, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's a long story short, but it's just like a habit I've been like picking up and shit, and they're like, that's fucking gay.
No way.
And I'd be playing with my cousin's pool table.
Yeah.
And I like make like a trick shot or whatever, and I'm be like, oh yeah, you like that right there?
Oh my god.
So you
Bro.
did that. His family now
Bro,
sees
my
him
family
differently.
knows, and they're just looking at me like.
They're like, man, you changed.
I can't believe that this is happening to you right now. Oh shoot, my bad. Has that happened to you? Have you ever?
No, because I used to still act pretty sus before you moved in. I would.
You hear that, right? You heard that, right?
I
You
didn't
heard
know.
that.
Nah, but the thing is, I didn't make it obvious with you guys. Obviously, because I didn't know how you guys would feel. Like, obviously. Whoa.
Everyone calm down. We have a situation. We have a situation.
Point
right
is,
now. We have a situation right now.
I'm gonna drink that up. You guys go ahead and continue.
You gonna lick that?
I'm gonna lick it.
Are you gonna grab a straw? Oh! Wait, did you actually do it?
Yeah, you actually licked it. Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought you just like wet your lips and just switch the coffee.
That was fucking disgusting.
Okay, we're gonna continue while Jesse cleans up his mess.
Oh, and the alarm goes off.
Oh my gosh,
Whoa, it's
this
a mess
is.
today.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude, you know it's a bad day today.
That's-
Oh, no.
Is that it? Are you gonna cut it right here?
that's a.
You just cut the camera.
Thank you guys for watching the Modern Experience Podcast, episode 17. If you guys
17. I thought it was the episode. Oh, okay.
episode 7, dude, can you believe we've been doing 17 episodes? That's crazy to
And we
me.
still ain't shit.
Says the one that's literally cleaning coffee off the carpet.
Oh, I got on the carpet too.
Yeah, I got on the carpet.
At least it's brown.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
stain, so it's fine.
It doesn't stain. Watch it be like a big brown stain on the carpet. Dang, bro, that's gonna.
The only brown stain that'll be on the carpet.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
That's gross.
Okay.
But all right. So yeah, as you guys know, we've addressed this before, and we've spoken about this topic about us being really sus to each other, and this is. Let me get this straight. This is a language that girls don't understand. This is a language that girls would never understand. This is a language that only the boys and the homies will ever understand. And it's like it's awesome being around 4 dudes with so much BDE that like I'm just able to like wake up every morning and just like, oh yeah, like just be able to relieve myself from stress.
Do you feel relieved now that you did that?
Yeah, kind of. I actually haven't moaned at all today. Wait, yes I did. When I saw you.
Bullshit.
When I saw you.
You cannot go a day without
yeah.
moaning.
When I saw you. When I saw him, I was like, oh yeah. So my bad guys for listening. You guys probably wondering what's going on right now. But real quick, you're gonna come out in Jesse's
The
music
closet?
video.
Oh, my bad. Because we were talking about sus, and you said you're gonna come out, so that's.
No, I'm actually transitioning
Yeah, you
away from the
pretty
sus.
much.
know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you
Are
said
you
you're
coming
gonna
out of the
come out.
closet?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I'm coming out of the closet.
Things just got awkward.
Like, I literally came out of my closet and came out fresh as hell. That's all I have to say. Go ahead. Finish your story, though.
Okay.
Go about the.
All right.
He's like,
As you were.
Look, okay, look, listen, guys. You have a music video that still needs to be dropped, but before that gets dropped, you still have a song that needs to get dropped, right? You were featured in Jesse's first music video.
Exactly. That
Damn.
was like the first ever music video I ever probably be in my life.
That's not true. That's not true, bro.
Hey, man,
You're
there's
gonna
future,
look,
projects we can work on.
yeah, exactly. And and like I just want to know your experience. Or like, what'd you think about the whole music video? Like, even though you weren't with us in New York, and I wish you were with us in New York so you could actually see how the filming went through. But the little things that you saw that we were doing, like, what'd you think about it? Since this is like,
honestly, like people like me, like who like I guess their industry or how things work. Like for me, it was fucking mind blowing because the amount of time you had to take throughout your day and how to plan it out and like find the people to have the same days to work together and collab and then redo shots and all that stuff. That for me was like a crazy experience. Even though like in high school I did take like acting classes and stuff, but that's like completely different because like here, like you're putting it out to like the social media, like you're promoting your guys' platform, like you guys are trying to make it out there and shit. So like that for me was like
you know what's crazy is that like the
Respect for
process behind it wasn't even like we didn't have a whole big production. So it's
Exactly.
like the process behind it would have been longer if we had a bigger production, because now you're working with a lot more people. You're working with the sound designs, the maybe there's more than one camera person, and then like we didn't even take the bigger steps that a lot of times when the production gets bigger, so does the time that needs to be done, the makeup, the time of day, things like that. Like it all.
I'm
like,
just
comes
saying,
into
like
effect.
this project. If you were to ask me how I would describe how this music video went through, rushed, because
It
it
was
was rushed and disorganized. I'm just gonna be honest, disorganized, because since this is our very first project, my first project, and it's like it's like the
He
first thing that
directed
we're ever
it
doing.
too,
Yeah, it's like since we're on a budget and we don't have the complete production equipment to actually make a formal, normal, really like average music video, because like I would say that what we try to produce is a below average music video, just because we don't have the right equipment.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about lighting. I'm talking about actually audio, because it's those little things that make a difference when it comes to making a video.
Camera, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
That is true. We did have a really nice camera that really got amazing good shots. And
I said that we need a bazooka looking ass camera. You know, the one that fucking goes on your shoulder.
bro, you're talking about the ones they use for news.
Oh shit.
Yeah, those are the ones that they use for like weather and like actually like news organizations, like news medias. Like those are the really, because like those cameras, like technically like they use for those cameras to go live, and it's like but imagine like those things are heavy, bro. So who's gonna be carrying a big freaking camera, bro? Trying to get a good shot of a freaking whatever.
See,
shot you're
this
trying
is
to
how
get.
you know I'm like new to this whole like.
Yeah,
this whole world to them.
it's crazy, but I mean, like I said, we got some of the editing of the music video, and it's like it didn't come out as bad as we thought it would. Like it actually came out pretty good.
Like for something to be our first time,
Yeah,
like it came out better than like it's not your average like backyard shot on an iPhone, type thing. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with shooting an iPhone, because I've seen some pretty amazing videos that have been coming out lately that have been shot on iPhone. But it's like we at least had the direction and we had that opportunity to have different scenarios rather than it just being in our backyard and like just shooting like a basic ass video. Like it's not basic if you think about it. It's not basic. It's not the best, but it's I can say probably that the video is somewhat better than average in a way, like better than like someone who's on our budget.
Now you're putting that on a spectrum of like someone of our budget, right?
Yeah, someone of our budget. Like it's not like we did have it a little bit better than maybe a lot of beginners also as well had it, because a lot of beginners, like obviously like I said, start off with like very whack stuff, but
we learned a lot though. If you think
learned
about
a lot.
We learned a lot.
And that way, like the future, if there's any more future like projects, which I feel like there probably is, because like I said, I have a lot of music that I'm working on, and it'd be cool to try to come out with music videos for each, but it's not, I don't know if it's gonna be possible, because it's not, making a music video isn't as easy as a lot of people think it could be, because literally like it takes literally like 4 or 5 hours just to get like 1 or 2 shots. It could take literally that long just to get a few shots.
So, and it's like, and the fact that we filmed in New York. And
that took up a lot of time, and we didn't even get enough time to film everything that we wanted.
Nope.
And we were there
and that
for 4 days.
just shows you how much hard work goes into making a music video.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And it's like, but like I said, I'm kind of happy how things kind of turned out. Like I really was like expecting like, oh man, maybe this music video isn't gonna like look good, but editing it and the fact that I'm still not done with it, I still need like the final touches on it, and like I still need like I would say I'm probably 50% in.
I think you're still waiting on my music too, huh? Like
I'm still waiting on you for release, but I mean it's good that you haven't released it, because then that gives me a little bit more time.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
Yeah, because it's like I'm not trying to rush the process.
Yeah,
there's no point of it. Like we got time,
But I know there's a lot of people who are really excited to see this, and it's like I'm happy that he came on it, that you guys came on it, because it's like. I don't know, bro. When I was getting those shots, bro, honestly, it should make me so happy. Like you guys look so good on that camera. Dog.
You're so good, bro.
Why do you gotta make it weird? Why do you gotta make it weird?
All right,
Why do you gotta make it weird?
All right, bro.
Like
you're right.
Anyway, let's talk about what's going on, bro. Conor McGregor got knocked out. How you feel about that? Wait, are any of you guys Conor McGregor fans?
No,
I don't want to say I'm a fan, but like if he's fighting or like Nate Diaz, I'd see the fight just to see what's gonna happen.
You couldn't watch the fight, huh?
No way.
Yeah. Did you hear? You heard what happened?
I heard that he got knocked the fuck out.
Well, he got like a TKO. Yeah,
which I was like surprised. I was like, damn, dude, like.
And it's like his first ever knockout L.
Like his first TKO.
Simone.
Yeah. Cause like he has a good record. That's why what makes him like, no. But I think for me it's like I was surprised. It's just because how much of a shit talker he is and how like cocky he is.
Simone.
So it's like when someone like him gets knocked out, he gets the most, and he gets hit. He gets like the most heat because he's like the biggest talker. So it's if you can't back up what you're talking and you get knocked out, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for you,
That's true.
So when I saw that he got TKO, I was like, damn, like that's embarrassing.
But ¿sabes cuál es the one I'm mostly interested in, like want to watch?
Pacquiao and Garcia.
Simone.
Yeah.
Who you rooting for?
I put Pacquiao, bro.
I put Pacquiao.
It's because Pacquiao, bro's a legend, bro. Right?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Fighter, bro, but he's still coming up,
Yeah.
So I gotta go for the legend.
But
bro.
I mean, they're both like.
It's because you're looking at a guy who's in his 20s, who's young, fit, fresh out, and you're looking at a guy in his late 30s. There you go. So it's like I mean, if Ryan Garcia wins, it's like all right, like I could see why. Obviously, like because he's probably gonna win by points or by like knockout or something. But he probably won't knock out Manny Pacquiao. But if he wins, it's mostly because of points. Because obviously he probably landed a lot of shots. He's quicker. He's faster. He has better stamina. Manny Pacquiao's already in his late 30s, bro. You're looking at someone who's like already should be retired. And he has experience. He has experience in the ring. But I don't know, dude. It's obviously I go for Manny Pacquiao though. So
I mean, in other recent news, I don't know if you guys heard, but Jake Paul and Ben Askren has been confirmed for April 17th.
Already?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Jake Paul versus Ben Askren.
I don't know who that is.
Ben Askren is a UFC fighter, retired, but he actually came back into fighting because
I actually saw it before I knocked out.
Yeah, I saw that too, and it's literally like today, like it's recent news that came out today. And like Ben Askren is looking forward for a good open, like he really wants to put him in his place, because I do agree with everyone who says like, okay, Jake Paul, I feel like he's over his head because he feels like since he beat like two boxers who are not really technically boxers,
like he's letting it get to his head.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he tried to now go for Conor McGregor and like offer him that much of money, which by the way, bro, honestly, it sucks because now that Conor McGregor took the L, it's like now that like literally lets Jake Paul like literally just roast the hell out of him.
Yeah, but
and it's like
he still can't talk though. That's what annoys me is like he's talking, but it's like you're talking to someone who's a pro fighter and who has like the ability to do different martial arts rather than just boxing. Like boxing is like a one skill, while you got Conor McGregor who has like full on different types of martial arts like status.
Exactly. But
I don't know.
I mean, he just started ranting. I don't know if you saw his story, but he's just ranting off. He said, because you know how he offered him $50 million and now he offered him $10,000. It's like he's really counting on him to a point where he's trying to get under his skin. But obviously he's gonna fight Ben Askren, and I don't know how that's gonna go, bro. I can't really say who and who.
You gotta do anything for the clout, dog.
I mean, that's
what
literally,
he's doing.
bro. Literally,
That's
that's
what he's doing.
Can't
but
be mad at that, bro.
you gotta respect that people go for the clout. He says he wants to be known for his legacy as like the best fighter ever. So
Who? Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
He said that shit.
Yeah, he says he wants to be known. He says that he has the potential to be one of the best fighters ever.
No, like,
and
okay,
it's
look,
like
he has the mental like I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna keep fighting. But this is something he just started. Yeah. Like he hasn't been doing this for years. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he's over his head. Because
he's over his head,
bro.
He I want him to get knocked out, and then just like for that knockout to happen, for him to get like hit hard with reality. Like, all right, maybe I'm not gonna be the best boxer.
Yeah, he's not cut out for this shit.
And he's right now. He's technically only fighting. You said like two other guys that he fought who weren't that like
Nate Robinson, an NBA player.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Gibb, a YouTuber. Like he hasn't fought an authentic fighter.
Yeah.
Like literally. So. I don't know, bro.
Someone's got to stop him in the track.
The day he gets bodied, I think that's the day where like life is gonna like hit him, and like he's actually gonna
he's
like
gonna
be
get
like,
clowned on. I can't
definitely.
wait to see that. I want him to get clowned on.
I mean, honestly, bro, he's just asking for it at this point.
he
He's
really
literally
is.
just asking for it. As far as boxing, dude, honestly, I miss boxing. I think we should host a boxing match.
I'm down.
You want to
I'm
box? Who are you trying to box?
Well, I mean, I've boxed before. I got into
No, but like,
boxing.
who are you trying to box?
Oh, you
Anyone,
tryna, like,
anyone.
box-
All right,
box
call
with
him
them?
out.
Who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke?
Call him out.
Dude, I'm down.
Well, I mean,
Oh, Brian, right there. Look, hey, you guys are on the same weight too.
Yeah.
You, how much you weigh?
We're like what, 10?
200?
5 pounds?
I'm down to spar with you.
I'm down, bro.
I'm
You
down to
guys are in the
spar?
same weight.
Yeah,
weight.
yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, I'm down to spar. It's because, dude, like,
Seglet.
I remember when I got into boxing, like, dude, it's fun. And it really does push you because it's like, you know how hard you got to work in order, like, it tests you too. Because I've sparred with many people back in Florida. And, like, some of them I did okay. There's some that I did really okay.
Did you wear armor or were you wearing
headgear.
Oh, you were wearing
Yeah, just because I didn't know what I was doing. So, like, to protect myself.
Oh,
No, well, you have to wear
yeah,
headgear.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, over there, bro, they don't really care. Like, it's like, like you want to head, like if you want to wear it, go for it. But if like, nah, like, nah.
So when you trying to set a date?
Ooh.
For to spar, to actually box. Because I actually want to spar you first. I don't want to like box you first.
Or we can do both.
Because the spar is a little. I
we can
mean,
do
Trying to do- hey, he's got something he's holding up. He's like, I want to beat this fool up. Like,
is there something you want to tell me, bro?
Yeah.
Did I do something to you?
Just for fun, bro.
I know, but you're kind of leaning more to like that, like the fight.
Hey.
I mean, I'm down. I'm not backing out, but I just know that like it doesn't have to come to that, you know?
It sounds like he's backing
No,
out.
no, it
already.
just doesn't have to come to that because it's like, you know, it's like, bro, boxing is a dangerous sport. We already know that. It's a dangerous sport. It's
Nah, you
not-
know what's a
It's not
dangerous
something
sport?
you just go in and just thinking that, what?
Like talking to you and being around you. That's a dangerous sport.
Why?
it's
Do you
dangerous.
feel
Look
like you
at
get
what you've done to him.
feel like you got
man.
aroused in a way?
I told you I already
Bro, you
stayed
should
that
have
way.
seen. I woke
You
up.
changed me, bro.
I woke Brian up before.
Oh
like,
my
before.
God,
Did you see? He was dead. Dude, he looked like he was having the best sleep of his life, and it sucked because it's like I hate being the one to wake him up.
You should have heard him.
And
Like, bro,
I was
taking a
like,
good nap.
I don't know how to wake him up. I don't know if like to push him or be like, hey, bro, or like.
Lay down next to him.
So I went with the route of just going in and be like, Brian, and then on the third one, bro, he has like the biggest scare of his life because he's like downwards and he's like this. He goes, what? And like I'm like, bro, we gotta film the podcast, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, we gotta go film the podcast. Like, and he's like, bro, I'm like, did you have a nightmare or what? He's like, bro, I had a dream that I was clapping cheeks. And then I was like, and then I just heard another voice, Brian, and I'm like, oh, I intruded in his dream.
Yeah, you know what's funny too? Like he came out of the room and then he came over here and he was like, "Bro, I was having the best nap of my life." Like he was
it's
so down.
Oh my god, man.
Imagine you walk in, he's screaming your name.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, Ivan.
the story,
Dude,
bro.
that is crazy. Nah, bro, it sucks because I hate waking people up. Because I know how it feels when you're sleeping so good and someone just has to wake you up. Like, so, I mean, what time did you go to sleep last night?
That's a very good question. I don't remember.
Hey, you know what I just remembered?
What?
You didn't ask him since it's the first time on the podcast. Like, you always ask people when they come on the podcast, like, what are, like your thoughts and stuff like that. Like give us kind of like a brief, you know, like
Like your
from your side
feedback?
of the story of like when you first moved in and like met us and stuff like.
Oh, yeah, we could dive into that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Because I feel like we kind of forgot. We kind of just like passed it
So
over
how-
just so people know the backstory, you know.
first I met Isaiah through like Instagram. He was like usually back at the old house when he would go live a lot, like
Yeah.
every Tuesday nights and shit like that, and he'd be drinking. And I remember, I forgot what topic we were talking about, but I think it was about like girls and shit like that. And I was just telling him like, bro, you should just focus on yourself. Like girls come and go, you know. Like that's something you shouldn't be focusing or worrying about right now. And then Bashan comes up too on the video or on the live, and then they start talking. We start talking, and then I saw him commenting too, and then it was just like, and then some other girls too. I forgot. I'm not gonna say their names. Fuck them.
Wait. So like when you went on Isaiah's live,
Yeah.
how did you even get in his live? Because you had been following him on Instagram.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
And you don't remember following Isaiah?
No, I don't. It was just random. You know when you're on Instagram, it's late at night and people just like go live and you randomly just click on it.
Oh,
And then you hear
okay.
like 3 to 5 seconds and then it's boring. Swipe. And I was hearing it, and I was reading all the comments, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll stick around for a little bit. And then I met him, and then he was like, hey, you're chill as fuck. We made a group chat, and then he's like, hey, you should come over, like, you know, sometime to kick it. And so I came over, we kicked it, we chilled. And then that was when you were, I guess, in Texas or Arizona or somewhere like that.
Yeah, I was in Arizona. Yeah, it was like around June, right? Yeah, like June of last year, I was in Arizona.
And then you guys knew me. There was a party. I came through, and that's where I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where I met him too, because I picked him up. I gave him a ride.
Yeah.
And then a couple parties later, I met him. This dude was super quiet as fuck, like super shy. But then like I came back again, and all of a sudden this was just started moaning. Like,
oh my God, really? That's the transition.
This dude let it all out. Like everything he's been holding, he let it out that one I was with him. I'm like, damn. Oh, that's when I brought Jessica too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where she met everyone too. And that's when we did that the vlog. The vlog where
they were jumping the balcony.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but that's when you what?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, that's when you fully started like moaning, bro.
I mean, the thing is, bro, like when you first met me, because at that point, since there were a lot of people, I needed to fill out the energy in the room. I needed to fill out the vibe, because if you know, when people come in, I'm like this, like it's everyone, you know. Yeah, it's exactly like if someone knocks on the door, it's a family or a friend who I don't know. I'm not gonna open the door and be like, oh yeah, you know. I'm gonna be like casually like, hey bro, what's up? You know, what's good?
Yeah.
Fill out their vibe, and you know, if they pass the check, you know, then I'll eventually, you know,
you're moaning.
I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, you like that? You know, I'm just like, that's how I work around myself. So when I saw that you guys were like pretty chill, and like I was able to like, you know, redeem myself and be able to show my true colors, that's when I was able to like, you know, moan in your ear and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh well, I remember that vlog where we jumped off the balcony. I texted you. Remember, I'm the one that invited you, and then you even called off, bro.
Oh, yeah, I've called.
That was like the first impression I had about you. That was like, damn, this dude called off for a vlog. Like, that's dope, dog. So yeah,
like
can you believe, bro? Like, yeah, he was really down for it, and then he came through, and like, yeah, I mean, that day was fun. I really enjoyed that day. I told you
multiple times, I'm a down ass person. It's like that one time we all went to San Diego, and I came back for your brother.
Bro, but it's hard to find people like that.
Oh yeah,
because you have no idea how many people are saying I'm down, but when it gets to it,
yeah,
they back out.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
very hard to find people like that.
Some people like that, bro. You know? It's because I've been like, I know some people like that, bro. Like he wants to cry, you know.
Oh yeah,
it's alright, bro. Like,
remember
he said he's here till the end, bro.
Yeah,
and stuck in bro.
It's crazy, dog. Like for someone to offer their services to me like that, it's like
for free, dog.
Bro.
For free.
No hidden fees, dog.
No hidden fees.
That's what's up, though.
But
yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like,
yeah. So and eventually you started meeting us more, and then like, how did it come about again?
That one last party where I'm not sure if I can say this, but the 5-0 came through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
that's something we've been wanting to talk about on the podcast, but we never have.
You guys want to?
I mean, I'm not talking about it at this point. It's way past, you know, since it's happened.
I mean, you don't care who watches, like your audience.
Nah.
At this point.
No, well, nah. I mean,
the thing is, it wasn't really our fault. So
okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So we're gonna go ahead and give a story about the one time the Popo came through to our house and shut down a big party.
Yes, sir.
So back in October, we had this mutual friend that we knew. Not really my friend, just someone that my brother knew. So it was like a friend of his. And one day he came to a party of ours that we just had. We were having a kickback, and you know, he came through and was like, "Hey, I really like your guys' house, this and that." And he came and talked to me, and then he wanted to know if he was able to rent out the house, you know, so he can throw his birthday party. And so, you know, after a couple talks and everything, I finally went through with it, and I was like, all right, like obviously I charged him a fee to like rent out the house and all that stuff, and he said he was gonna get everything like for his party, you know, like I didn't have to worry about anything else. And so, you know, so the day comes, it's like a week before Halloween actually, and you know, so he invites all these people, and turns out that the word gets out when he announces the party. Word gets out, and a bunch of people start showing up to the house. Like I'm talking more than 100, bro. Like we're talking like.
Yeah, so I saw a Snapchat, like the whole living room,
like
and
the living room was
packed.
Yeah, so like the house was packed to the max. Like we have a backyard, And that was packed all the way to the front. We had people in the front yard, people inside the house. Let's just say it was like a Project X type party.
Low key, yeah.
Literally, it was because we had
Valley
people
edition.
everywhere. Yeah, we had people coming from LA, people who were coming from different cities just to come to this party.
San Diego.
Like crazy San Diego, like it was just crazy. We had people like on the roof. We had people in the restrooms. Doing crazy stuff, obviously, can't say much about what they were doing, obviously.
Yes, sir.
And so at some point, I'm panicking because this is way more people than I had expected. Way more people. And people just keep showing up, trying to get into the house, paying me money just so they can get in. Hey, bro, I'll give you $50 if you let me in. Because I was a bouncer at that point because I had people just coming in.
But tell them that wasn't your original position.
So
you were supposed to DJ, bro.
So basically, the original plan was I was going to be the DJ for the whole night and DJ and party, and not even for a big party like that. Like, literally, it was only supposed to be between 50 to 100 people, but it ended up being more than 100 people. It was like 200 people, at least 300 people. And so I was originally DJing, but then when I noticed that the party was getting bigger and bigger and like more people were coming, I had to stop DJing so I can go outside and like manage the people coming in, because the guy who originally threw the party told me something different, like, oh, it's only gonna be like this amount of people, blah blah blah. And he's freaking out too, because he's like, I don't know where all these people are coming from. I don't even know half of these people. He's like, I have my close friends here, and the rest of the people here are just showing up just to show up to the party. And the craziest part is that you had gangs showing up. We had gangs showing up to the party, pulling up with guns.
Okay, can I tell that part?
Okay, so Ivan had a very scary moment at a certain part of the party.
Bro,
so
he's like, I got pistol whipped, dog.
No, bro, honestly, I've never lived a moment like that. It's like I was in the movies, because I was guarding the staircase that led to the rooms, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that nobody goes up these staircases, because to keep in mind, Jesse was out in front of, like, outside of the house, dealing with whatever was going on over there. And I was inside making sure that, technically I was like the bodyguard. I was making sure that everything was good and like nobody was just going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the part that really, 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 like, I just didn't know what to do. Technically, I saw these two guys, hats and backpacks, dark clothes, and like they just seemed like very suspicious people. And I see them go up the stairs, but like they were going up so confidently, like they knew, like it was their place. Mm-hmm. And I started following them because I saw them go up, so I followed right behind them. And right when I was about to say something like, hey man, I just see this dude just pull out a gun from his freaking pocket and enter Jesse's room. And keep in mind that inside Jesse's room was Jose and Bashan. So as they go in the room, he just takes out the gun. First instinct is that, holy crap, they're robbing our house. Like, literally, this is like a robbery is happening in front of me, bro. They're gonna murder these dudes. I don't know if Bashan's gonna do something about his powers, freeze time, teleport. I don't know what's gonna happen right now, but I just see both of them just go in the room, very hostile. Like, they were going in there because they knew, like, bro, it's just, in my eyes, it seemed like they were gonna go in there, shoot the out of them, and then like rob the whole place. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm never in this. Like, bro, I could rather play the hero, go in there and save them, or I could just like go downstairs, get in my like car, and go back to Florida. So I did neither of those things. I went to go tell Jesse. I was like, bro, there's two dudes.
So yeah, so like it's funny because like, dude, his reaction,
bro, I was panicking,
so
bro.
I was in the front, obviously.
I was panicking.
People trying to get into the house, bro. The house is packed already, and they're trying to get in because we have a gate at the house, and the gate, obviously, you open the gate, you can get into the house, and they're trying to get in. They're gonna get in, and like there's people getting frustrated at me, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, really, like my homie's right there. Like, let me just go in. But I'm like, yo, if I let you in, I gotta let your homies in, and then their homies are gonna want to get in because they're like, yo, if your homies are in there, my homies are in there too, and I'm trying to get in, and it's just gonna get worse and worse. I was like, there was no room to the point where you couldn't walk. Like, you couldn't just walk freely. Like, everybody would just cramp together. And so, like, I'm like, dude, like, this is getting bad, right? And then out of nowhere, boom, Ivan comes up to me. Bro, like, he grabs my shoulder. He's like, bro, there's two people with guns in the house. Bro, when he told me that, I freaked out as well because I was like, no way. I was like, yo, I told him right away, show me where they're at. This fool takes me in the house. I go upstairs. And he's like, they're in that room right there. And I'm like, all right. So, I go in there calmly and I'm like, hey, man, I'm like telling the two guys, like, they're standing in a dark room, one of the rooms. It's really dark in there. And they're just standing there. with backpacks and everything. And I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? I was like, can I help you guys? And they're like, oh yeah, we were called here. And I was like, what do you mean you're called here? Like, who are you guys? And they're like, we're security. And I was like, oh, all right. Because then I remember the girl I had earlier that was helping me with the whole, like, bouncing. She told me, she's like, we called, like, people to come help us out with this. So I was guessing she called them. Because there's 2 guys with guns, you know. So I'm guessing they're the security, you know. But it turns out that those 2 securities are just literally 2 vatos off the street, dog. Like,
literally, dog. That's
like,
why
they're not trained security. Like, they're just 2 guys with guns, you know. Like, you know, they're security, but they're just 2 guys, bro. Like, that's it. And so they're like, all right, well, first things first, like, we got to know is, has everybody here been pat down before they came in? And I was like, I have no idea. And the guy goes, how do you not know? Like, this is your house, bro. Like, you should have been doing pat downs before people come in. And I'm like, well, the girls in the front, because they were handling the bouncing, were just letting people in. And then the guys freak out, like, literally start freaking out. They're like, hey, bro, like, this place ain't safe no more, dog. Like, you have people coming in with backpacks, coming in with purses, and you don't know if they're carrying something. And they're like, and one of the guys tells them, I'm out. He tells me, I'm out. I can't. No, he's like, I ain't gonna risk this. So he leaves. He bounces. And then the guy's just like, yo, if you want, I'll stick around, help you out with the whole bouncing. From here on out, let's just pat people down before they come in. And I'm like, all right, I guess we're going to have to just do that. So me and him go in the front. I'm still bouncing. I'm still making sure people don't come in. People are still trying to pay me to get in, bro. I did take some of the money, bro. And like I made easy $100 like that night just from charging people to come in. And so, and it didn't last very long, because then out of nowhere, pa, 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 you hear 3 shots. And everybody starts freaking out, but they're staying in the house. Like, they're just staying. And I run in the back. I'm like, yo, what is that? And people are telling me, nah, it was just some guy with firecrackers. Like, he jumped the fence right now and he left already. So I guess the guy lit up 3 firecrackers. That's what everybody's telling me. So then I'm at this point, I want to shut the party down. I'm like, this is getting out of control. Too many people are showing up. People are literally getting into fights. Like, literally, there was fights happening. And I was like, this is going too far. So I ended up telling everybody, hey, y'all need to leave. The police are going to show up, because, like, I had a feeling the police were going to show up anyways, because that sounded very loud, like the firecrackers. So that's why I was telling them. I was like, y'all got to leave. The police are coming. They're going to shut it down. Bro, I literally had people telling me to shut up. Shut up, bro. Like, shut the hell up. You know, like, telling me to shut up. They're like, this ain't even your house. And I'm like, I'm the owner of the house. Like, and they're like, oh, like, okay, like, you know, like, whatever, you know. So then they shut up, but then, like, people were leaving, but then they had people still chilling. They're like, nah, like, come back. Like, literally trying to keep the party going. And I was like, nah. He's like, y'all gotta leave. The police are gonna come. And people are like, the police ain't coming. Like, nah, you're lying. This and that. So, like, people didn't want to leave. And then, like, as I'm trying to make people leave, I'm like, all right, like, this place is getting too crazy, you know, this and that. And then the girls that were helping me were like, yo, let's just have everybody that's in the front just come to the back and stay in the back, because people are walking now, going to other houses because they're drunk, like, doing crazy stuff. But I'm like, dude, that doesn't matter. That's not the point. Like, the point is that there's so many people here. The cops are going to show up because it's too loud and rowdy. I was like, we got to shut it down already. And then, like, literally, like, after those firecrackers went off, like, maybe, like, 10 minutes later is when real shots went off. Boom, boom, boom in the street. 3 shots. Boom, boom, boom. And then the car drives off super fast. And when the car drives super fast, you know, you got everybody start scattering. People start jumping the fence. They start jumping into the house. They're jumping everywhere, bro, because they're trying to get out of there. And they obviously did damage. They broke the wood, you know. They did a lot of crazy damage, bro. They were in the neighbor's house. Everybody just scattered. And I'm over there in the house. I'm telling, like, not inside, but I'm outside. I'm telling everybody, I'm like escorting people out. I'm like, get out of here. And it's just crazy, man. Like, it was just crazy. Everybody running everywhere. I think you guys were looking for me, no? Like, when that happened, or some of you guys were looking for me. They're like, hey, where's Jesse? Jesse? You know, because making sure that we're safe. I ran into the house, and I had people running into the house, like, going up to my room, trying to go through the windows, dude. Like,
what the?
Yeah,
like,
they were trying to literally
no
jump off the window from the 2nd floor.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it makes no sense, because, like, our windows lead to the front where the shooting happened. So it's like, what are you guys gonna do? Jump the window and go through the front where the shooting happened? I was like, the whole point is to go out through the back. And so, like, we had people just jumping everywhere. People in the house. I was telling people to get out of my house. I was like, get out of the house. Get out the house. I was like, nah, get out of here. I was like, y'all jump the fence or something, but get out of here. Like, that's it. You know, dude, it was a wreck after. Everybody left. Police showed up literally after a couple minutes after the shooting happened. So, like, the cops had already been called.
Yeah.
They showed up literally a couple minutes before the shooting happened. So it was like, you know, when a shooting happens like that, you know the cops take at least another 10, 15 minutes to show up. But they had showed up literally minutes right after the shooting happened. So I was like, they had been called before. They were going to show up anyways. So when I had seen people still leaving and bouncing, I seen cop cars pull up. So I was like, oh, shoot, like, all right, this is it. Like, they finally showed up. I was, at this point, dude, I was just relieved that they showed up. Because I was like, bro, this party was getting out of hand. We had gangs inside here, 3 different gangs inside that party. I was like, it could have gone worse. Like, we could have had... The good thing out of all this is, luckily, nobody got killed. Nobody got hurt. You know, there was no injury. The shooting apparently wasn't at anybody directly. It was just gang-related. Like, you know, they were just popping off a few shots. You know, they yelled out on the set, and then they just popped off a few shots just to, you know, scare people and just to be cool and stuff, you know. And, you know, the cops showed up, shut down the whole party. You know, we had parents showing up, bro.
One of the parents approached me because when we were chilling, because we pulled up like right afterwards, and the cops were like blocking both sides of the streets to go to your house. And like one of the ladies, just like one of the parents came up to me like, "Oh, conoces a mi hijo?" Like this, or su hija. I don't remember who it was, but I don't know, whatever. I was like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I saw a couple kids that were at 7-Eleven, you know, the one was behind your guys' house. And this lady was, like, all worried because she didn't hear anything about her son or daughter. And I was just like, damn.
No, yeah. And so, like,
feeling,
so the police, after they shut down the party, they surrounded our whole house. And on top of that, they blocked off, like, the biggest parts of the streets to get they couldn't even get in close to the house. So we had cops everywhere down the street. Like, it was like literally like it was a crime scene, dude. Like, cops everywhere. Like, and you know, there was a little part of us that was like excited because they were like, dude, we caused this. Like, we caused this.
We're the center of attention right now.
We were the center of attention.
Dude, all your neighbors know that, like, yeah, this the recent owner who lived there threw a fucking huge ass party and
yeah,
shit went south.
And it was just like, I just felt really bad for the parents because we had parents showing up, walking to our house, and we're like, "Mi hijo, ¿dónde está mi hijo?" And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, everybody dipped. Nobody got shot. I told him, I was like, don't worry, your kid's probably fine. Nobody got shot. Nothing happened. Because I guess word spread it pretty fast because they were coming up like, oh, we heard that there was a shooting and this and that. But we're like, yeah, it was a shooting, but it wasn't directed at anybody. It was in the air. But everybody left. I was like, if you're trying to find your kids, try either 7-Eleven, which was like 2-3 blocks down from where we lived. I was like, a lot of people went over there. We had people at the park, like a few blocks down as well. I was like, so just if your kids are anywhere here, like I was like, they're most likely safe. But like I said, like nobody got hurt. So, you know, and then we had families telling me like, oh, this was my kid's first party, and I'm never gonna let them come to a party again. Like, and I felt so bad. I was like, dude, like the fact is like that's worrisome for any parent. For their kid to go to a party and something like that happened, and they're never gonna trust it again. Like never. You know,
that didn't stop me, bro.
Yeah. So like, you know, so the cops, you know, they finally approached us. Obviously, we were in the front of the house. They went inside the house. They're like, oh, we're gonna inspect the place, make sure everything's safe. Cops went into the house, you know, inspected everything, make sure everything was in order. And then they come out and they're like, all right, so who's the owner of the house? I was like, all right, obviously me.
Hey, bro, I got a question. Did you think, or like, did at any moment in your head it came across like I might get arrested?
Yeah. Like when they showed up, I was like, if I get arrested, this is on me. I told him, I was in task force. I was like, look, I'm not gonna throw any of you guys under the bus. I was like, if they ask whose party this was and everything, I was like, it's just gonna say me. Like, it was obviously on me because I'm the one that took the decision to say that's fine for him to throw the party there. So I was like, if anything, it's on me. So I literally thought I was gonna get arrested, but bro, I didn't feel scared. Like, I wasn't scared of getting arrested. I was just like, you know what, like whatever happens. And I just got to face the consequences because this is on me, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, my biggest worry was because we had underage people there drinking, doing stuff. And it's like, that's a big deal. You know, that's a big deal. So, you know, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm the owner of the house, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, well, stay here. Obviously, we need your ID, blah, blah, blah. The cops were pretty cool with us. Like, they weren't giving us a hard time. Like, they were chill with us. And they just asked us questions about what happened. Obviously, they found 3 shell casings on the street. So the 3 shots that went off. They found it on the street. And then, so the cop ended up coming to me towards later on the night after everything started settling down and everything. And he goes, all right, look, we weren't going to give you a citation, but the unfortunate part is you would have gotten away with this if that kid down the road had gone out of here. So apparently there was a kid down the road who was passed out drunk, and he was 19, so he was underage. And he was there, and he couldn't move because he got stuck in the bushes, and he just passed out there. So they're like, unfortunately, because we found him, and obviously he was at the party, underage drinking, and we have to cite you. Citation was only $100. That was it. Like they're like,
I just feel bad for that kid because like the group of friends he came with.
Yeah, so like he came with
on them no more.
He came with a group of friends, and apparently his friends left him there.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So they left him there, and his parents had to show up.
Damn.
His parents showed up, and they saw their son drunk, passed out, and he was even crying. We heard him crying from down the street. He was apologizing to his parents and everything, and like that whole moment though, dude, like we were just like standing outside with cops everywhere.
It was unbelievable, bro.
And we were just like,
I feel bad for that kid.
We felt bad, and then you guys showed up after everything happened. Like after the police cleared out everything, you guys show up, and then you guys go to the back of the house, and we show you guys the damage, and you guys saw how like
it was
like Project X type thing, bro. Like it was that crazy, bro. We could have had helicopters too show up, bro. It was a crazy moment. Like we didn't talk about it for the longest time because obviously we felt like it was too sensitive of a topic to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I feel like now is it's a good time to not talk about it, and so that's what happened in October, and
that's when we talked about the whole moving because you guys said you guys were getting evicted.
Yeah, we were getting evicted already, so it was like might as well throw a party and have fun.
What was crazy is that when the whole 3 shots went down in front of the house, and like I was in the staircase. No, not even, bro. Not even. The point is that I was in the staircase, and everyone was already leaving. Like everyone was looking out on the front porch. I was like, what's going down in the front porch? Like I want to see what's going on. And I was just like standing there. Then all of a sudden, I just hear everyone come at me, bro. Like they were, literally, they were rushing at me. And like, like where the stairs was the desk. And then that's where Jesse had his like laptop and
DJ
like his DJ set. Bro, I just saw this tall black dude tackle the freaking table. Literally, I was like, damn, MacBook gone. And then like they all started rushing up the stairs, and I was just like, bro, I don't know what. I rushed up too.
Okay, so this is the craziest part. So technically, now that I remember, the people didn't start panicking when the shots went off. When the shots went off is when people just ducked, but didn't panic. They didn't panic, which was crazy to me. What the panic started when maybe a couple minutes after the shooting, like maybe a minute or two after the shooting started. People were starting to leave through the front, but then out of nowhere, because I'm doing crowd control, when I look to where everybody's exiting, all of a sudden I see people running back towards the house and ducking, and because of those people started doing that, everybody else followed along, and they got scared because they saw the people in front running back and ducking, and everybody was like, oh shoot, and that's all I heard, and everybody was like, run. So that's what started the whole panic, is that it all started from the front. And because it started from the front, everybody in the back saw how everybody was running back. So they all just panicked too as well and just decided to run and started panic. Everything was going smoothly. I don't know what happened to make people do that. Because like I said, the people who did the 3 shots took off already. They took off. They were gone. But for them to panic like that a minute or two after the shooting happened, it was like what went down in the front that I couldn't see that made people run back into the house. Like did they see someone else with a gun? Like I wasn't sure.
It was crazy, dog. Like
fight happened in front of me as well. I forgot to mention that a fight happened when I was bouncing, like making sure people weren't coming in. There was a group of girls that got into a fight right in front of me. So right in front of me, they're arguing, and the girl goes, "What's up? What's up?" And then boom, she throws the first punch, and all of a sudden, 2-3 girls gang up on this other girl. They're pulling her hair, throwing her on the floor, beating her, and then you got guys jumping in, and then the guy who was helping me bounce, I was like, "Should I do something about it?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Let it happen." He's like, "Obviously they're gonna break it up themselves." He's like, "Why are you gonna get yourself hurt for something that's nothing has to do with you?" And I was like, all right. So I watched it happen because, like I said, and because she had her homies too, she had her homies, so everybody started jumping in, trying to pull them apart, and then this girl got jumped on. Like she got jumped on by 2-3 other girls. It happened right in front of me. I saw her get knocked down, pow, pow, like hitting her, and then the other guys finally pull the girls away, and they start running away, and then she gets up and she starts oh, my mama, like I'm telling you, bro, like she was like, just wait until I catch them again. They caught me off guard and this and that, like, bro. And then she started crying. Obviously, you know, she started crying. She's like, they caught me off guard, like it ain't fair and this and that. And then her friends were like, nah, you need to chill, like just stay here, like obviously this and that. And I was like, nah, I was like, y'all gotta get out of here. I told them straight up, I was like, y'all gotta get out of here. I was like, because they were on my neighbor's lawn. Like, they were over there fighting on my neighbor's lawn. I was like, yo. And then we had a guy come out and throw up on my neighbor's car.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. I forgot to mention this. Talking about crazy things that happened. When everyone started panicking and entering the house, I swear, a dude came out of the bathroom butt naked, bro. Because I guess he heard the noises.
That shit triggered you, huh?
I was like, oh, bro, been having chorros just come out of him, bro. While he's like walking, bro.
Really?
No. But imagine though. No, but he literally came out of the restroom all panicking it too, bro. Dude, honestly, like it was crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. Like people coming out butt naked.
That's probably have been the craziest experience.
Yeah, it was the crazy experience of my life as well. Like it was like the ghetto, you know, like the ghetto, bro. Like it really was. And just to see like all that go down and like it's like, oh, like we made history in that neighborhood right there. Like that.
Yeah, dude, that night. And the fact that
the fact is that none of us have recordings of like
so
like we have a little bit, but we don't have video of like when it went down, everything.
Yeah. But imagine we had security cameras in the house. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that would have literally like been gold right there.
It would have been gold. Like at this point we were like, dude, anything for the vlog. And I told him, like, bro,
dude.
Anything for the vlog. But we could have had some good footage. You guys would have seen the crazy
But the thing is, even then, even if I wanted to film, I couldn't because I was taking your spot.
Yeah,
I was literally the DJ of the whole thing.
It was just so hard, like in general, because we were all on our toes. Like me, Ivan, Isaiah. Isaiah wasn't there. Jose, Bashan, we were on our toes because I started freaking out because, like I said, it was a safety concern at that point, dude. When people like that were showing up, I couldn't rest, bro. Like, you do not know how fast my heart was beating, knowing that there could be someone in there with a gun, and I'm putting not only other people's lives in danger, but my own close family in danger, like Ivan, Jose, and Bashan, you know, like I was like, I'm putting them in danger. I was like, how am I gonna feel if a shooting goes off and one of the bullet hits them and like something happens? That's gonna be on me, and then I'm gonna live with that on my mind. So that's why I was telling you, bro, like I couldn't enjoy any part of the party because I was so worried about like the safety of others and my own that I was like at any minute. And I told, some guys honestly were really cool. Some guys came out. And when we're talking to me, I didn't know them. They just came up to me, some pretty big dudes. And they're like, hey, man, like, everything good out here? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what, dude? I was like, can you guys do me a big favor? And they're like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, look, I was like, nobody in the house got patted down. I was like, we have gangs here. I was like, straight up, can you guys just keep an eye out on me? Like, can you guys keep an eye on things? Like, if anything looks suspicious, if you guys see people reaching into their bags or, like, they have backpacks in general, can you just, keep an eye on them and let me know, like, feed me intel basically? And they're like, no, we got you, bro. Like, hell yeah, like we'll try to keep everything safe, like we'll keep an eye out on everything. And I'm like, all right, thanks, I appreciate it. I didn't know them, they just offered their help. So then they were just, all right, we'll keep an eye out. And I mean, like I said, luckily, like, thank God, like nothing happened, bro. Like nobody got shot, nobody got killed. But like I said, anything could have happened. If someone got killed on that property, bro, I'm the one that would have gotten in trouble for sure, dude. Like, that makes me look bad, I
don't know. Like I said, like out of all the crazy events that happened in that night, bro, the only disappointment that I had a disappointment that night. And that disappointment was the fact that Bashan didn't show or manifest his powers.
The one time we needed his power.
The one time that we could have seen him in his full form is like he didn't go for it. And I'm like, damn, bro, I was expecting him coming out of the room flying and like, my children calm down, something like that,
Yeah, and like I said, the place, and what's crazy was the stuff we also found after the party. So, dude, it's crazy because we had people literally just walking back into the house after the whole party was shut down. Like an hour later, people were coming back. Hey, can I look for something here? And I'm like, what are you looking for? People were trying to find more drugs, more weed, more, anything they can get their hands on. And I was like, there's nothing here, guys. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, and like people, we found like half shoes. We found, I think, some AirPods.
We found a debit card, which, by the way, was returned to their owner.
Yeah. Really? You guys returned it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
The girl, well, what do you mean why?
Hey, I told him, like, I was telling him, I'm not trying to use that.
Like, hey,
because then
she was on your backyard. She fucked everything up. Be like, I'm gonna swipe the shit out
Oh
of
my
this
god.
Nah, but I couldn't. I was like, nah, dude, because I was like, that's all bad. Like, they're gonna know it was us because they're gonna trace it back. They're gonna know the last place I had it was at the party. Come back to our place. And
But by the time they know, you've already been moved out.
nah, because we still had like a week and a half,
We're-
almost 2 weeks before we had to move out.
The point is, she came in. She's like, "Hey, I left a credit card." I'm like,
Nah,
credit, sis.
God.
"Nah," but I was like, "I got you." So
Yeah.
but
we
because I
clean-
think about it, bro. Imagine if I lost my card, I would want them, to give me back my card.
Yeah.
The moment I lose, I call it. I cancel that shit.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
this
I would have
dude.
just canceled it
Yeah.
too.
That's crazy. But honestly, bro, that was like,
A crazy experience.
that was a
over
crazy
in general.
experience, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
We cleaned up the place, obviously, but it was still like it was a mess, man. Bottles everywhere,
I know,
trash.
dude.
It was
everywhere.
horrible, dog.
Yeah, it was. Everything was all on the floor.
I mean, the good thing is that it only took us like a whole day to clean it. Like it wasn't that bad. Like all of teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
and the fact that we were all chilling in the podcast, just like chilling, bro. It was like 4 a.m. Remember 4 a.m., 3 a.m. After the aftermath, and we were just talking.
We were in the garage just talking on the podcast set.
Cigarette butts in the studio.
Oh, and
Yeah.
like, there was a mystery that was never solved. Mystery never solved. We found the cigarettes and other stuff in there, but we were like, all right, like whatever.
Oh, I thought you were
We're-
gonna
we're just-
mention.
we're
I
just-
thought you were gonna mention that mystery.
Oh, there's
because that
another
mystery still hasn't
mystery.
been solved,
Yeah,
bro.
solved yet.
Which
And
one?
it's like,
Fool, which one?
oh, you don't know?
No.
So
No, he knows. He knows. He just doesn't remember.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I probably don't
I'm gonna
remember.
freshen up your mind, but
Alright.
I think this was before the party.
No,
Because
it was after the party.
No, it was before because I remember like I was
Before.
It was before? Yeah, it was before. I remember it was before the party.
Yeah.
Because I was cleaning the set. I was getting the set ready. I was doing a few fixes. And I lift up wood, like the 2x4s that we left there. I just see a condom there. A random condom. And I'm like,
What?
this doesn't make any sense. Like
Yeah.
who in the right minds would do this or would leave this here hidden under this type of wood? So I went to go confront. I think I told Bashan first, and then from there I told Jesse, and like we were all talking and we were trying to find out who it was, but we
Nobody
really
confessed. Nobody.
no
we
one
don't know.
Oh, so
confessed.
I had it between you guys?
well, it had to
Well,
become
yeah.
well no at that time
It was so we had to confront
because
certain
remember
people who were at our house because we had a kickback.
yeah
It was just mostly just like the homies and stuff.
yeah
And like we were trying to remember who was here the night before because we found out the day after the kickback.
Simone.
And like we were tracking down like okay who maybe it could have been because we're like all right this person was here. But did they ever go in the garage? We're like, no, not that they remember. All right, then it can't be them because they never went in the garage. And then we're like, all right, who was in here last? And we're like, all right, like this person. But then it was like, when we told them about it, they were like, nah, like they're like, that's not me. Like, they're like, why would I do that in the first place?
yeah. So technically, everyone denied it. Everyone didn't know where it came from, this and that, and it's like, I'm like, damn, bro, this is a mystery that
Yeah, because it was
that needs
before
to
the
be
party. Because
solved.
at this point, we were like, we know like the party had happened. So I think we were just kind of like figuring out like, all right, like who could it have been? You know?
No, yeah, because I remember when I found her, I even sent out a message to the group, and I was like, guys, who did this? Or like, because I knew it was somebody in the group.
Yeah.
Because they were the only ones in the house in the past 2 weeks. And since I've been in there cleaning, doing a few things, how the hell does a condom just randomly show up out of nowhere? But yeah, honestly, dude, even to this day, it's still unknown who put it there or who owns that, and it's crazy because, that's a mystery I've been wanting to.
Hey, I got a question. What brand was it though?
I have no
I don't know.
idea,
It's
dog.
just
I
a
have.
Ghana
I, it was
brother.
just,
Oh, I thought it was like.
No, it was already opened.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
it was, yeah, it
open.
was used. It was used.
Tiny, so we lowered it down to
the stand-
Yeah.
Wait, lowered it down there. You motherfucker.
Tell me, imagine, dude, we actually did that. But yeah, it's crazy.
But that was a story. So that's the story we've been holding up. So.
Yeah, guys, that story was
And
crazy.
within that story, we decided that I should move in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and here we are, bro.
Here we are.
So, I mean, honestly, I think that story took up like most of the time that we have today, because that story, yeah. Like, how much do we have?
complete hour.
A complete hour? Wow, no, that story literally,
that was
and
good.
and he left out a few details there.
Oh,
Man.
yeah,
Imagine he
he
would have
left
put
He
a
left
few
out a lot of
details.
details. Yeah.
This would have been like a 2-hour podcast, but But because we got a few things to do, guys, this is all for today's podcast. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow us on our social medias. Fact of the day of today is that your nostrils work one time. One at a time. My bad. I'm over here losing my mind. Bro, it's because, like, going back to that event, bro, it's like...
He's trying it out.
Oh yeah, I was like,
No, so, like, technically, your nostrils work one at a time. When we breathe in and out of our nose during the day, one nostril does most of the work at a time, with the duty switching every several hours. This nasal cycle is dictated by the same autonomic nervous system that regulates heart rate, digestion, and other unconscious bodily functions. That is the reason why when our nose gets stuffed up, it does so one nostril at a time. So yeah, our nostril works one at a time.
I've never.
You guys-
That makes more sense.
That,
now.
yeah,
It makes-
and,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
probably why one side always gets clogged up at the time, huh? When you get sick, because it's
Yeah.
like that one's the one that's working right now.
that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that.
That's interesting.
That's awesome. Before we wrap up, guys, the podcast, this is your motivational quote of the day. You learn more from failure than from success, so don't let it stop you. Failure builds character.
Can you speak over there, bro?
Dude, I've been
a
having
hard
problems to speak a little bit. So can you leave me
I
alone?
finally got my registration, my insurance back. You know.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
As you guys know, he lost his registration documents out the window, and you got them back. So that's a W. Nothing but W's, bro. Nothing but
Finally,
W's.
W's.
I don't know. After today, I gotta see if I can still take home
Oh my
W,
God.
bro.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.